What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. It's a known sign that we all know, no matter what race you are, male or female, old or young, if you don't work, you don't eat. Simply put, if you don't wake up every day, get out of bed, put your feet on the pavement to make some kind of income, life will definitely get hard for you. Some choose to find loopholes rather than a traditional job, whether trapping, selling clothes, content creators, influencers. It all equals up to one thing though, making $1 to survive. Others are more traditional. They get a job or career, work their way up the corporate ladder, and get that paycheck every 2 weeks or every week. When you work hard for your money, you definitely understand the value of $1. You spend wisely and try to appreciate any job or hustle that provides for you and your family. The catch-22 with work is the people you work with. I learned a long time ago, most jobs are not that hard, but sometimes co-workers can make the job harder than what needs to be or throw off the whole vibe of a work shift. We all compete for what we want out here. For example, if you play football, you want to be the best player on the field. Vice versa, if you work at a warehouse, you will probably want to be the best loader or forklift driver they have, because we are rewarded for our skills and how good we are at the things we do. Competition can be healthy, but it gets tricky though when someone is in a secret competition with you that you don't even realize. Now you have somebody watching your every move that wasn't on your radar, and depending on their reasons, the situation could go left real quick. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Hoover, Alabama to discuss a case of a man ambushed while leaving work by a jealous co-worker who felt he was competition. All the way back in 2015, a young 25-year-old man named Xavier Beasley was navigating life in Birmingham. Xavier grew up being raised by his aunt and quickly understood the benefits of being a respectful person who got along with everyone, stayed on the right track, and worked hard for what he wanted in life. At about 21 years old, 4 years prior, the young man had landed a job at a Home Depot in Hoover, Alabama. Stated to be a team player who got along with all his co-workers and worked his way up at the company. By 2015, after being at the job for some years, Xavier turned to the go-to guy to talk to, laugh with, make the shift go faster, or even help with work assignments. In April of that same year, his store hired another young man, a 23-year-old named Kareem Gaiman. Kareem was described as being the complete opposite of Xavier, standoffish, kind of serious, and really wasn't interested in making friends with co-workers. The two young men really didn't speak that much. Plus, Xavier had seniority and much more experience. Some say minus going home and playing video games, the job was Xavier's life. On September 5th, 2015, it was a regular day. Xavier headed to work that evening, and Kareem was also on the schedule. As the night went on, Kareem informed a few co-workers he was leaving work early because he had something to take care of. It was about 10 p.m. Xavier and the rest of the crew worked through the night to get the store cleaned and ready for closing. At about 12:30 a.m., everyone clocked out and walked through the parking lot to get to their vehicles. As Xavier got next to his car, a person popped out from the cut and let off about 14 shots, striking the young man before fleeing the scene on foot. One co-worker ran back towards the building to call local police. When they arrived to the scene, they found Xavier suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and unfortunately, he would pass away from his injuries. Co-workers stated they were just getting out, walking to their cars, when someone came from the other side of Xavier's vehicle, which seemed like a targeted attack. But no one knew who or why someone would want the young man gone. As his aunt received the news her nephew she raised was gone, she was crushed, but also confused. She stated all Xavier did was go to work, spend time with his family, or play the game. He didn't sell or do anything illegal. He had no enemies ever in life. As she stated, he was outgoing, fun-loving, and got along with everybody. His aunt and the police pleaded with the public for help with the case, but no one knew anything. A few weeks would go by, and detectives had no breaks in the case. A reward was put out for any information. After doubling back to the Home Depot and talking to Xavier's co-workers, they all had good things to say about the young man. Everybody but one person, Kareem, who claimed to not really care for Xavier. When other co-workers were asked why, he allegedly stated because he thinks he is that guy and runs the show. Some people told detectives Kareem was feeling a few of the female co-workers, but they all flocked to Xavier, who had more of a sense of humor than Kareem, who always seemed mad or irritated. As police focused on the investigation on Kareem, more information came out, and the reward money grew even larger. Most felt he was simply jealous of Xavier and viewed him as competition, which caused the young man to snap, leaving work early, coming back with a gun, ducking on the side of Xavier's vehicle, laying and waiting. The thing was, though, Xavier never even knew Kareem felt this way or didn't like him. Once more tips came in, pointing to Kareem, police moved in. When a young man pulled up to his new job at Sam's Club on John Hawkins Parkway, he was arrested and taken into custody, charged with first-degree hit and other charges. The young man never spoke a word, but was held on $1 million bail. News came, an arrest had been made. Xavier's aunt felt some sense of closure, even though she stated she didn't understand why Kareem shot her nephew, and Xavier would have went out of his way to make the young man a friend or to make sure he fit in. Kareem maintained his innocence, and during his first court appearance, pleaded not guilty. Years would go by with Kareem remaining in custody. In 2022, 7 years after he was indicted, he filed a motion with the courts to take the case to trial or throw it out because all his rights to a speedy trial had been violated. But the motion was denied, claiming Kareem should have reached out and pursued other resources before filing the habeas corpus. As of now, 9 years later, I couldn't find any information about the case going to trial, and Kareem is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Xavier. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. When you go to work, that's usually the last place you would think you would have someone wanting to take your life at. But jealousy is real. Some people hate the fact they can't shine or have the light another person has without even trying. It was never stated what proof they had showing Kareem pulled the trigger, but whatever information they was given got him indicted. Y'all let me know in the comments, have you ever had a coworker that didn't like you and you wasn't even paying them no mind? Also let me know how y'all feel about this situation and what do you think really happened. And remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, crazy situation. Rest in peace to Xavier. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. This is another episode of Hood Tales. This your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.